Hello everyone, Wednesday, September 16th, 2020. Of course, today was New Comic Book Day, which means right now it is time for the new comic book video. A really nice week for books. I picked up a lot of nice titles, a lot of books that we talked about in the Sunday video. I didn't have a whole lot of time this week. I've been real busy, so I didn't get a chance to get some older books put aside to show at the end of the video, but I did buy a pop this week for breast cancer awareness. I'll show that, and then I will do a video this weekend and show nothing but older books because you, the viewer, deserve it for being real good to me, and I know how much you guys enjoy those videos. So let's jump right into the books first, shall we? First one up, Batman 99, part of the Joker War. Issue 100 is coming out next, and that's going to be a real big one. This was cover A. And the Clown Killer cover B, which we talked about. The story wasn't that great. I wasn't really into the story. I hope that it ends on a really good high note because the story, for the most part, to me at least, has been pretty good. I just wasn't real wild about today's issue. Next up, Justice League 53, part of the Death Metal. There's that right there, cover A. And cover B. A Peach Momoko cover. Probably said that wrong. This is Deceased, number 1 of 7. This is a really nice cover right there. Little Poison Ivy action. So I grabbed one of those. And then the big book this week from DC, of course, was Detective 1027, the 1000th appearance. I can't even say that word. Appearance number 1000 of Batman in Detective Comics. These are the ones that I picked up. A lot of covers on those. I only picked up 3 covers that I liked. First one, I just love the baby blue. Kind of reminded me of the old television series right there, so I grabbed that one. Scarecrow, which I thought was probably my favorite of the covers right there. This, I think, was Del Auto. Yes, it is. That is Del Auto on this one here. And the last cover I picked up this week for that is the J. Scott Campbell cover. Thought that was a pretty nice cover. None of the covers really wowed me, but these were the 3 that I liked the most, so I grabbed those right there. Again, it was a $10 price point on that book, but you got 144 pages on that book. So if you're getting 144 pages, that's like a little trade paperback right there. So, you know, people don't mind spending the $10 when you get a book that thick. Square bound, I mean, look at the size of that thing. That thing is absolutely gigantic. Next up, we're going to jump right into Marvel. First up, Thor, number 7. Thor sitting on his throne right there. And then the cover I thought was really cool was right there. All the different hands touching the hammer. One of the big releases this week, which we talked about, Iron Man number 1. Cover A. And of course the Alex Ross, absolute beautiful cover right there. A book that I normally don't pick up, but I did this time because this is the Star Wars. This is Star Wars number 6, and this was the toy variant. And the regular cover. And the reason I picked this up is because Luke has a new lightsaber right there. And the toy variant also had the lightsaber on it. So I grabbed those right there. Star Wars has such a huge following that whenever you get something like that, you know, they tend to go up or they tend to be something that people really like. So I grabbed that there. Immortal Hulk number 37. Found one of these on the shelves at one of the shops I went to. This is the Magnificent Miss Marvel number 13, second print. Of course, first appearance of Amulet, and this was just on the shelf. This book is selling consistently in the $15 to $25 range. I picked this up for cover price, so I was just going to grab it because, you know what? Why not? Next up, The Amazing Spider-Man, Sins of Norman Osborn. There's a couple covers. This is the only cover I really liked right there. I'm looking forward to reading this. You got the whole gang right there. Got Spider-Gwen, got Silk, Spider-Woman, Miles Morales. Really nice thing. If they do something really good with this, it can be a really good storyline. And It can break off in a lot of different stories. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how they do that, because right now, a couple of those characters, meaning Miles Morales and Silk, are just red hot right now in the comic book industry. So they were smart about doing that. Next up, we have Faithless. Faithless 2, number 4, erotic cover right there. Always grab that cover when I get them. And then this was a cover purchase only, but this is an absolute gorgeous cover. And this is Dejah Thoris, number 8. I think that's, yeah, it's a Perillo cover. Absolutely gorgeous cover right there. That is a beautiful, beautiful cover, and that was a no-brainer when I saw this sitting on the shelf. Book I'm looking forward to reading, Vampirella, Trial of the Soul, number 1, the regular version here. Just a cool cover on that. Got the skull up there. And then you have the black and white version of it right there. Independent, one of the ones we talked about that I'm really looking forward to reading, and this was selling pretty good. This is Stillwater, number 1 from Image. Got a cover there. Another book I'm looking forward to reading. This is from Vault Comics. This is Heavy, number 1, cover A. Cover B. The premise of this story is you can't go to heaven if you're not ready to, and you got to put in some work to get up there. And so the main character of this book has been teamed up with an individual that is known as the worst person in the history of the world. So that's got to be a really bad person. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that storyline goes. And then a book that I've talked about besides Something is Killing the Children, this is actually my favorite read right now besides Something is Killing the Children. This is from AMA Upshot. This is Devil's Highway, number 3 of 5. If you're not reading this book, you need to get on this book. This book has television series written all over it, touches bases on a lot of things. It's a good story, it's a good read, and I just have this gut feeling that they're going to do something with it. I said that way back when they were doing Something is Killing the Children, that it was going to be a TV show. I had a couple of people just kind of said, no, it's not going to be a TV show. You know, everybody says that, and Something That's Killing the Children is going to be a TV show, because I was all over that book when it first came out. I loved it. I'm all over this book, Devil's Highway, when it came out, because I absolutely love the storyline premise of this. Serial killer trucker. And again, touches bases on a lot of stuff, and the story is really, really good. So that's what I picked up as it relates to books this week. Again, really nice week for books. A lot of really nice titles. A lot of first appearances. New team-ups like we talked about with the Spider-Man book, and then just stories that I'm really looking forward to, and then that beautiful Perillo cover. And then I know I said I was going to show some older books. I just didn't have time. I've been really, really busy this week. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video. I'm working on some books right now, so I'll get some books rebagged and boarded, and I'll show some books this weekend. I'll do a vintage book show, or just show all new books, and I think people will enjoy that. So I'll do that for this weekend. That'll be something, a little bonus for everybody who watches the channel. My way of saying thank you. Of course, they came out with some new pops. I'm not a big pop guy. There are some certain pops that I'll buy. I'll buy exclusives if I can find them. You know, Walgreens has a lot of nice exclusives for Halloween, like we talked about the Frankenstein monster one. And then they came out with a breast cancer awareness, Breast Cancer Research Foundation. They came out with a 4-pop set. I picked up one of the pops just to basically show some support, and because I am a Batman fan. So I got the Batman Breast Cancer Awareness pop. Again, I don't care what this does. You know, breast cancer affects a lot of people in the world. It probably affects people that you know watch this channel. I know it's affected someone in my family. And so whenever you have the opportunity to try to, you know, give back and show a little support for something like that, I always do. Whether, you know, it's that or childhood cancer, which is another real big one. You know, I think that, you know, that's just an absolutely dreadful disease for anybody to get, but then you give it to a child, and that's just kind of a slap in the face to the family. So, you know, always try to show a little support when there's a charity out there who's doing something special. And again, this was just a basic little pops, like 10 bucks. I mean, but, you know, it's going to a good cause. You know, a portion of it goes to a good cause. So, you know, I don't mind doing that. So that's pretty much all we have. Again, I appreciate all the viewers on the channel. It does mean a lot to me. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. If you want to get the alerts, hit the little bell on the bottom so you know when the new videos come out. And again, I will do a different comic book video this weekend for everybody, just show some older books or some different books. And so that's what it is. And then I had a request from a viewer, since Halloween is coming up, the month of October, which is basically my wife and I's favorite month, to show books that have a horror theme on it. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to show some different books during the course of October as it relates to things that are kind of Halloween-ish or Halloween-themed type books. And so I'm going to have a lot of fun doing that, and I hope you enjoy that during the month of October. But that's pretty much all we have right now. So I hope you liked the video, but as always, if you didn't, nothing I can do for you. Have a great, great day. Thanks to everybody. I hope you got what you wanted, and then I'll see you this weekend.